Well, Judah, it's good to have you here again tonight. This has been fun. Looking forward to our discussion tonight. Ecclesiastes 12:12, and it says, "And further, my son, be admonished by these, of making many books there is no end, and much study is wearisome to the flesh." One of the things I always wanted to do in life, when I was young and a lot more filled with pride and all those things, I wanted to write a book. Why? Well, if I were honest, I would say because I thought it would give me some recognition. And so I want to talk to you about that, because it's this whole thing in Ecclesiastes talks about, it just wearies, man. Let's talk about that.
I think that one of the best reasons to write a book is just to get your thoughts out on paper, just to get your story straight. There's something valuable for every person to get their story straight. But as someone who's read a lot of books, I got to a point where I was reading so many theology books and so many, like, not self-help books, but like business-oriented books, you know, about how to manage people, how to manage your time. I was realizing that the effort and the time put into reading them and the output or benefit from them was not the same. Proverbs are all about gaining wisdom and the importance of all that, but there's a sense in which you can try to get more knowledge, you can try to learn more things, and you're going to be spinning your wheels. There was this guy I knew that he just loved collecting all these John Maxwell books, and he just couldn't stop talking about them. And you got to read this one, and you got to read this one, and I mean, I don't know how many books Maxwell's written, but he had like all of them. And here's the deal. His life didn't, to me, reflect the kind of person that is very good at managing themselves or leading people. And I learned from that, something that I reflected on myself is, sometimes we read books because we think they're going to change us.
Yeah.
And sometimes we read books because we think that the knowledge and the information is going to make us
maybe more competitive?
More competent, more competitive.
Yeah, in the marketplace.
And I have learned things. I have learned things from books, but here's the fact. If you do not put something into action, nothing will happen. Maybe we need to focus on taking a little bit of information, a little bit of knowledge, and turning it into action. Because the purpose of knowledge is ultimately wisdom.
Yes.
The purpose of wisdom is for life. Wisdom is knowing the best means to the best ends. It's about life.
So it's the application of knowledge.
Absolutely.
And if you can't apply what you've read, and you've only accumulated more information than what you're saying, then what happens is that you become weary in the fact that you really haven't gained a whole lot in application, which is wisdom. Oh, that's good. And that's why, well, when you read the Word of God, I'm drawn in, not to knowledge, but to Jesus.
If all you're doing is reading and writing and trying to increase knowledge, but you're not, right? If that knowledge, if that pursuit of knowledge is not life-giving, then it's going to be wearisome. It's going to be life-taking, because the knowledge, right, should apply to your life. It should change your life.
It's wearisome. Like it says, it can weary you. I guess for me, I love the study, but I always looked at my study, in a sense, as dead letters. And I say it this way. They were letters written by men that I greatly admire and who are dead. Mm-hmm. And while I got insights out of those, the difference between the Word of God and those books is that the Word of God is alive and powerful. It still moves you in a way that nothing else can.